I really stepped in it with my first client when I joined Improving as a consultant, and it was not pretty, to say the least. And part of what I get to do as a product development professional is work with a client to define what our product backlog looks like. And I thought I had a pretty good idea for the sequence of work that we wanted to get accomplished. And so I added all the work items into the product backlog while working through the day to day details of helping the team plan and execute. And I got on a call with the product owner, me down in Dallas, him up in northern Canada, or actually in southern Canada. And he proceeded to chastise me because he felt I had added a bunch of work into our backlog that had no value whatsoever. And I basically said to him, do you think I put crap? Of course, I used a more colorful term into our backlog. Do you think I don't know what I'm doing? Oh my gosh, that lit up a firestorm. And because it was in front of the team and I hadn't held my temper because I felt it was a personal attack rather than just a professional observation out of his frustration for wherever that was stemming from, the next handful of weeks became triage. And ultimately, I publicly apologized to him for mishandling the situation. And we subsequently figured out a way to work together where we did keep the backlog fairly much intact as it had been defined. But we figured out where we were going to operate from our particular responsibilities. Me as a scrum master, him as a product owner, and how we would stay in our lanes. And as a leader, sometimes you have to just eat some crow. You have to make some public apologies because you say some things that hurt people or you lose your temper. These are the things that make us human. And being willing to apologize and do the right thing to recover service and rebuild trust, that is one of those things that as leaders, we're going to have to tackle at some point or another.